Okay, so this review, as you see here, is a review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 51. Episode 51 titled Feelings That Transcends Time, Trunks and Mai. And before I begin with the review of Episode 51, I want to warn you that if you do not want to know what happens tonight, to please click out of the video and do not watch. I warn everybody and every review because I don't want to hear anybody in the comments, oh, you spoiled this, you spoiled that. I warned you guys. There's your warning. So the episode starts off with what we saw last week, and what we saw last week was that Black entered the past because of the time of Trunks' time machine, and he uses his time ring that he got from a Kaioshin. What Kaioshin? We don't know, but we see him look at Goku and him look at Trunks, and they go fighting, and we see that little scene, and then it's the episode really starts off with them in the same scene when Bulma ran to her lab and found a found the capsule of the time machine that Cell used when he came into the past the very first time. And there's a black and white flashback that Bulma is explaining the story, and the picture that I have here was the flashback that they used. This isn't from the episode. This is from the manga, from Toriyama's manga. But they use this exact scene in the flashback, and they show Bulma and Trunks talking, and Trunks had pressed a button on Cell's time machine, and it goes into a capsule, and he gives it to Bulma. Then we see another scene of them talking again, but Bulma's in her room, and she has a box of 3 capsules, and one was missing. And my guess is the one that was missing is the time machine that Trunks was using, and the other 2 that were there, one was Cell's time machine, the other one we don't know. But Bulma goes and says that she wanted to research the time machine and try to make it better and make it work, but she forgot all about it until now, and she's very glad that she kept it in a capsule for this long. Then we see Goku walk up to Beerus and Whis, and we see him asking for some more training because he wants to fight Black again. And Beerus and Whis, they say no, but not in the normal sense. They just ignore him. They're talking to themselves. And then Goku says, "Okay, fine. I'll just go to Kaiosama's planet and train." So he teleports himself to Kaiosama's place. Kaiosama's confused, like, what's going on? I was like, oh, I want to train because I want to fight this guy from the future named Black again. And where Beerus and Whis are talking, but Beerus and Whis don't like, they go and talk about that they don't like the fact that so many people are playing with time, and time is something that you don't play with. And Beerus goes on saying, there's something about the time ring that Black had on his finger that was bothering him. And as you see in this picture, this isn't a direct picture from the episode, but this is a picture. But as you see, the ring on Black's finger is called the time ring, and he got it by killing a Kaioshin in the future. Now, we don't know what type of Kaioshin or who the Kaioshin was, but all we know is that he obtained the ring from a Kaioshin. And then the next scene after that, we see Vegeta goes to the gravity room, and he's gonna start training. And we see a small scene of Kaiosama's planet, and it looked almost identical to when Goku was fighting Beerus. But this time there was no holes in the planet. It was just a whole bunch of lines in it from Goku shooting the Kamehameha and blocking it like he always does. Then there's a cutscene to the future, and before that, there's Goku and Kaiosama. And there's a cutscene to the future, and Black is thinking about Goku. And then there's a scene of Black in the air, and he's posing like Goku. And there's a quick scene of Goku in his orange iconic gi that's flashing over Black. Now, if you remember the opening of Dragon Ball Super, Battle of Gods, and Resurrection of F, right before they see the dragon shoot up behind Goku, there's a quick scene of the Super Saiyan God flashing over Goku. And then during the Resurrection of F, you see Super Saiyan Blue flash over Goku. And then you see the dragon pop up. But it was very similar to that, where Goku flashed over Black, but in his iconic orange gi. And Black pulls his arm back while his hand is in a fist, and he pushes out a ki blast that destroys the building, and he looks at his fist, and it's basically showing that Black is getting stronger with every fight that he has, which is very similar to a Saiyan. That Saiyans, with every fight, whether they win or lose, they get stronger, which is kind of weird because Black says that he's not a Saiyan even though he's holding the body of a Saiyan. So we'll find more of that. Then there's a scene with Trunks and Mai, and Trunks gets on one knee. No, he's not asking Mai to marry him, but they start talking, and then Mai starts to ask him, okay, so if there's a me in your future, what happened to me in your future? Trunks stands up. He's quiet for about a second or two, and then he explains that because of Black, you died. And Mai gets very quiet. Her sparkly eyes, her blushed cheeks, they all disappear because of that. And she's surprised because it's like, oh, me dead? No, that can't be true, but it is. And Trunks goes and explains, with a flashback, of course, that when Black first arrived, he wiped out half of the humanity, but Mai and her task force attempt to fight Black. Although it didn't work because Black is a different species, he's not human, so guns and explosions aren't going to work with him. And then Mai is looking through the binoculars. She sees Black. She tells her task force to fire. And there's this awesome scene of Black catching all the bullet shells. And by the time it gets to him, they're flattened out and they're on the ground. Black just looks at them and he shoots about 5 or 6 ki blasts, which attack everybody at and Mai's task force, and everybody dies. Then after that, we see Mai hiding behind a big rock, and she has something in her hand, a detonator in her hand. And Black turns around because he notices her, and he has this sinister look. His eyes widen, he has a grin on his face, and Mai presses the button. And then there's a few buildings that were around him, and on the bottom of the buildings, they all had bombs on it, so the buildings can fall on top of him. So they do, but Black charges up, and he was about to shoot a ki blast at Mai, but then Trunks comes in and saves the day, and punches Black, but he blocks it. And then there's a few more punches from Trunks to Black. He blocks those as well, and he knees Trunks in the stomach, and then he's onto the ground, and he gets up he charges up and launches his own set of key attacks. But then what's interesting is while before Blackhead came in to go punch Trunks, there was this ball of light. Now I don't know what this ball of light is. It was kind of similar to Harry Potter, and if you remember the wood scene where he uses his Inspecto Patronum to let back the mentors or Dementors, that scene was that Harry and Hermione had gone into the future or gone into the past. I forgot which one. It's been a while since I last seen that scene, but it was him that was letting back the mentors with the light. Now this light just comes out of nowhere in between Trunks and Black, and Mai puts Trunks over her shoulder, and they quickly disappear to their apartment in this abandoned building. And Mai is fixing his wounds, and then they quickly show the cat that they showed in episode 47, but this time it was on top of the fridge, and I believe Mai's hat was on top of the cat, and you see that cat just peek out and look at them, and that's that for that scene. Now, Beerus, right before the episode ends, um Beerus is questioning the Black's time ring, and Beerus and Whis are saying, well, his key is very familiar. They they say that they remember feeling Black's key somewhere else, and that's very, very interesting to see that Beerus and Whis both felt his key somewhere else. And I do hope they have a flashback on where they felt his key before, and it'll be and some more questions will be answered, but more questions will be raised. It's always like that with these type of episodes. And then we cut to the preview of episode 52, and it's labeled "Future Trunks Meets Gohan." And crap, come on, work. And then we see in the episode, we see Trunks finds where Gohan is, but he doesn't meet Gohan in the normal sense where he finally sees Gohan in his nerdy outfit. He shows himself as the Great Saiyan Man, and he does this exact pose in the episode. Then later on they show Pan playing with some sand, Gohan and Trunks on some swings, and they're talking. And my guess is that Trunks is telling Gohan, well, I don't remember you being this way. This is not how I remember you. And they show a flashback of Gohan charging up, but they showed future Gohan not with both arms. They showed him with one arm charging up. And then quickly after that, they showed the scene of Trunks on his knees crying because Gohan had his best friend, his mentor, had died. And it's gonna be very, very, very memorable. It's gonna be a scene that every Trunks fan, every Dragon Ball Z fan will never forget. And from there is where we got most of the Trunks fans or the future Gohan fan. And also we see a scene of Zamasu. Yes, Zamasu finally shows up in episode 52. So this is gonna be another inform. This is gonna be more of a talkative. I'm gonna say it's gonna be half talkative, half informative, because we did see Trunks and Gohan on the swings talking, and then we see Zamasu, and we see Beerus, Goku, and Whis going somewhere. I'm not gonna say where they're going, but we see them heading somewhere, and it's gonna be very, very cool. It's gonna be I don't know how to explain it, but we're gonna see them be somewhere else, talking to someone else. But I like this episode. It was okay. Last week was a little better, but I don't, like I said, I don't mind these slow pacing episodes because Battle of Gods was very fast, and then the Champa arc was, or excuse me, the Battle of Gods arc was very slow, and then we had the Champa arc, which was very fast. In my opinion, I see this arc being in between. It's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's perfect. And these types of episodes is what we need, especially when we got a very fast Universal 6 arc, last arc, which was very, very fast. Like, each person was knocked out every episode, which I wish the episodes were longer, but I'm okay with this arc being right in the middle. It's very informative. It's not too quick. It's not too slow. But let me know what you guys think. Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? What was your favorite parts? And my question to you guys is: are you ready to see what we're gonna be shown next week? Are you ready to see Trunks and Gohan meet? Are you ready to see where Beerus, Whis, and Goku are going? Are you ready to see the flashback at Trunks explaining to Gohan how he was in the future? Are you ready for all of that? Leave a thumbs up if you think this arc is amazing so far. And let me know what you guys thought about the episode if you did see it. And if you guys wait till tomorrow to see it, and then you want to watch my review, that's perfectly fine. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode. I'm going to head out. I got some more videos to put up. I'll see you guys in the next one.